What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are playing Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. This is episode 13. Episode 13 of the series. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you like what you're seeing thus far. We overleveled quite a bit for this boss. I screened him before uploading this video and he's at level 30. We are now at level 34 and 34 across the board, with the exception of Tani, which she's gonna be leveling up pretty much to 34 after this fight a little bit later. I didn't expect to level that much, but I got into the mode of why not. So once I did why not, I was like, well, I mean, I can pretty much level up, so I don't have to level up again like that until maybe chapter 6 or 7, because the level gap really doesn't increase that much to my knowledge and my recollection. I just recently beat the game on my personal playthrough last week or so, and I was pretty amazed at how they flipped the story that it's transpiring and that will transpire in the upcoming chapters. It just threw me for a complete loop. I never would have guessed exactly how they were going to do this, but level 5 knows how to make a storyline. They know how to create a captivating story, and they know exactly what they're doing. I've seen them do it with Dark Cloud, I've seen them do it with White Knight Chronicles, I've seen them do it effortlessly, and it would be such an honor to work for them as a game artist or a character artist or a storyboarder or something, because they know how to make it. Here goes. So we are facing the Jelly Queen, and I think that will be the caption of this video, is the Jelly Queen boss fight. I will show you guys what exactly you need to do and what exactly you need to level up. And I just got hit pretty good there. But you just need to be able to be strong enough to deal damage to it. And at our current level in episode 12, oh my gosh, I'm saying chapters when I mean episodes. But if you aren't around 25, it will be pretty difficult. He will hit really hard, and Evan and Tani really don't have good defenses like that, unless you got some very good armor for them and got some pretty good drops on the way there. But now I can kind of be reckless as I want to be and allow him to hit me pretty much as he wants. But in between, see, I already said Tani was about to get that level up just from beating that boss. But my train of thought just left. Around level 28, there is a move that Evan will learn that is a good move to use on a group of enemies, and it will actually help you raise your level up faster, because when you hit all those enemies at once, it'll help you grind a lot faster. I'll move right over to it after this cutscene. So we saved the survivors, and we got the captain's helpers basically. So let's go to equipment here and skills. Cut and thrust, right? That's the move that he will learn, that when all the power-ups are there and he's maxed on his weapon, on that particular weapon, he'll get 140 power off of that weapon and skill, and that just proves wonders when you're trying to grind. So we're gonna get this chest here, and we're gonna fast travel back to Capstan Hole. All right, we're back. And now we're going to go talk to the guy and see if he can help us with a ferry over to Hydropolis. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do. Like, I'm really excited. There's a lot of stuff we can get done in this chapter, whether you want to grind for skirmishes or you want to build your kingdom up a couple levels, and you're going to need to have your kingdom at least to level 4 by the end of the game. For reasons I don't want to spoil, for people that's watching this for entertainment purposes or just forgot how the game was, even though the game came out 8-9 months ago, it's still something that I just want to keep secret, because a lot of people still have not played this game and just want to see how it is, or just want to see the storyline and still want to play it. Like myself, like I'll watch gameplay of certain games and I have all the intentions in the world to get the game myself, but I don't like spoilers. And just seeing how a game looks, such as this, a beautiful masterpiece, in my opinion, I would get spoiled just by seeing this conversation right here. I'm kind of strange when it comes to that, but I mean, I think that definition of spoilers is all dependent on the person so much, you know, when it gets down to the semantics of it all. Recent pickups, just picked up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I did not know that there was a collector's case for it that came along with the Pro Controller. It had a really nice detail on the controller, and it came with a steel book. Seen Red Infamy put that up there on social media, and I was just wow. Shout outs to her. Yeah, I just really like the fact that Smash came out with all of the characters that you can ever use in one game, and they brought some additional characters too, like a piranha plant for the DLC, and you get a custom skin using what is his name? I just beat that game too. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I just beat that game, and I was struggling to beat that for quite a long time. Rex's costume, that's it. I'm like, I could not for the life of me remember what his name was. But I'm getting around to beating all of the games that I needed to beat, and I'm finally getting back to the backlog of the games that I needed to beat. So now we got to go to Niall's throne room. Well, we got to go to our throne room. He's not the king. We are. But we got to go to the throne room and talk to Niall about what we just encountered and what we found. So let me stress, we just passed him. We just passed him because it's part of another DLC. If you don't have the DLC, just ignore that he was right there, because he'll be in a throne room. But if you're not level 35 by this point, do not worry. It's not a requirement. It's just for me to get through this game faster than it would have been if I was level 20, like in episode 12, and we would have died, or we would have had to use more healing items, and I would have slowed the recording down a little bit, whereas we just beat that monster in a matter of 2 minutes, and that's how it should be. Especially if you're doing a walkthrough or recording of something, you should have some type of subject matter expertise on it. You don't have to be the best. I'm definitely not the best by any means, but I thought that it would be a benefit to a lot of you that's watching that just want to see how this game turns out, that have never played it or just want to see more from me. And either way, that's perfectly fine. I thank every one of you who's watching or who has watched one of my videos, liked, comment, or have shared my video.
Thank you.
It means the world to me, and you know, I just like the fact that I get to share my passion with everyone and just play games. You know, that's what I wake up every morning and want to do, but you know, adulting happens and things in life and other responsibilities. So yeah, all of that comes into play, and we have to go to the forest of Nile to get some wood so they can create a ship worthy for us to travel across to Hydropolis for. And just a forewarning, Hydropolis's level to get to Aranella's Kingmaker is a challenge. I don't exactly remember how to navigate that correctly. Hopefully soon I can look up something, because I'm not ashamed of looking something up.
Oh my!
I kind of guessed. It was a bunch of water spouts that you had to connect, and you had to have a water spell to get all the way down to the bottom of the level. And I remember I was just winding myself around, and it took me longer than what it should have on my initial playthrough to do that particular level in Hydropolis. So I hope that it doesn't do the same when it's time for me to actually do it live, because me teaching somebody how to do something and me doing it myself is two totally different things. So the move that I just got, that I showed earlier, helped us beat the boss. It's very, very strong. It's very strong. Called Cut and Thrust. But see, we're already 6 levels above the normal monsters that we have to fight. So that's going to help us even more. Now we're 6 levels above. So even if you are just trying to max out your characters by doing certain things, that helps out a lot. Because once we go to chapter 6 and forward, the levels will take another jump. Each chapter, I think they take a jump about 6 to 10 levels. And if you're not careful, you can be stuck grinding the amount of time that you should have grinded in each chapter at the end, like I did. At the end of the game, I say you can beat the game comfortably at around level 60. I beat the game around level 55, and I was doing cheap shots at the boss. I'm not going to give away who the boss is, but I did a lot of cheap shots. And I'm pretty proud of myself at the fact that I took this much time to nurture the characters' levels this early in the game and grinded until the characters that were 10 levels above me were 4 levels below me. And that took a lot of dedication. So the fact that I did that, I'm kind of excited to see what level this playthrough I'll finish off at. Because you can do it at 55. You can do it at 55. Because I've done it. You just have to have good weapons, good armor, and lots of healing potions. I don't see... I could be wrong, but I don't see anybody doing it at 40s. 42s, 44s, I don't see... Ooh, a trapdoor. Okay. I don't see it being done. Now, I could be wrong. There may be a YouTuber that has done it. I haven't seen anybody make a video about soloing these enemies real low level like that, like 30s. It just doesn't seem possible to me, because they hit very hard very quickly. And I remember this boss, I believe.
Oi! Tidy!
So we're gonna fight a guardian of this forest because we're trying to get this. I think this boss goes to like 32 or 33. It may even go to 36, but it's not gonna be that far off. Not that I remember. We're gonna fight Zag, doughty defender of the toughest timbers.
Watch your back.
32. Yep. Now, this boss, I will say, I died multiple times on. It hits pretty dang hard. So if you're not level 35 right now and you're at 20s, still struggling along, I would say stop right where you are and fight those enemies a little bit more. Because if those enemies were giving you a hard time, you need to study a little bit more on your spells and on your research studies at your kingdom. Because yeah, he's only hitting me for 120 on that body slam he just did. I remember on my personal playthrough, it would KO Evan. I'm able to stop his thunder attacks. I'm able to basically finish him off. Good going. I'm glad I over leveled like that. That's amazing.
Yes!
So I think we're at a comfortable level for basically the rest of the chapter, because nothing's gonna be over that. So now we can go back to Captain Hole. So I beat quite a few games in the past 2 months. I beat Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I beat Ni no Kuni 2. I beat... What else did I beat? I'm trying to think. Start to finish though, I haven't beat a game in a while. I think the last start to finish game that I beat was Shenmue 1, the remake that came out on the PlayStation 4, and I 100% completed, whereas that correlates to a platinum trophy on PlayStation.
And just like that, Evan had found himself the finest boat builders in all the land, and some timber worthy of their expert attention. Eager to get to work after their recent ordeal, the men of Capstan set about putting together a ship fit for a king. And before long, a magnificent vessel that no wave could hope to topple was all but ready to set sail.
I like the artwork. It looks like a children's book. It's pretty good. First look at our boat.
My! Blimey!
All right.
Hey. We now have Ketch as a citizen, and we're gonna have his crew as citizens as well.
All right.
So we're gonna go to Evermore and plan our next move, but we're gonna basically be right ahead to go onto Hydropolis shortly after this cutscene.
Blimey.
Just how to read.
Hey up.
I just noticed he's not wearing any pants.
Yes!
So now we're ready to pretty much go to Hydropolis, and the enemies will go on the water from now on, so they'll be pretty much water enemies. Duh. But they'll be as strong as the last boss, pretty much. Or around that, but we're not gonna have to fight that many enemies because we are so much stronger. And that is the key. be ready so you don't have to get ready. And we're dusting them in this boat, so we don't have to worry about it. I don't know if the speed... Ooh, that was a 35. Oh my goodness. Matching our level. Oh my goodness. But I don't know if the level difference... I need to look this up probably. I don't know if the level difference matters on how fast they can outspeed you or not, because I outsped a level 55 before and I was like a 20. I think it depends on what exactly you are. So if it's a dragon, the dragons move kind of slow, but they hit amazingly hard. I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm gonna have to look into that. Don't really care for this particular track. It kind of put me to sleep a lot, and it kind of was, sounds like a waltz, but my favorite is Gold Paul by long shot.
Oh. Yes. All right.
Okay, so now we got to get an audience for Queen Nerea. I think I said Aranea, but I'm thinking of Aranella from the beginning of the game and Nerea, because they pretty much had the same name, almost, in my mind. I didn't really know the difference.
I will never understand why the people love you so, Leander. Weak, insipid man. But love you they do. Without you, I would be nothing. That is what they whisper, is it not?
And there was some type of
Our nation
dominatrix thing going on, like domination type of stuff. It's weird.
But the people cannot know this. Foreign powers cannot know this. If they did...
If they did, then what exactly?
then your life would be in danger. Malign forces would plot your downfall.
I thought both of these two would be bad guys earlier when I first played it. Like we would have to fight
So
them
I
or
put
something.
myself forward. If the people see me, deal with me, they can only become discontented with me, can only wish to harm me.
So all that you do for your queen. You would give your life for her without a moment's hesitation, yes?
Not without reason, Your Majesty. But if it might prolong
Smooth
your
word.
life for a single second, that would be reason enough. Such a death would bring honor upon me, upon my entire line.
Insipid you may be, but you are occasionally amusing.
You are too kind, Your Majesty.
She was really disrespectful in the beginning. When I first met her, I was like, ooh, I hope she just falls off the face of the earth.
Yes. By all means.
Let's see now.
So now we're gonna see the creepiest thing in all of the game, I believe, is a big eye that's watching us like we're in a shopping mall and we've been labeled as thieves already before we even entered the mall. The eye is the creepiest thing I ever seen, and that's why I really don't care for this level either. On top of that, and you can see it right here.
Hey,
Oh, well, we gotta go across the guards first.
Oh, flippin' heck.
excuse me.
Imagine if Lofty just was always in his final form. can't be sick, and you can't love no one.
What?
So there's a lot of things that we can do here that I want to just display, not so much really dive into, but there's a place near here that's called Swift Solutions, and I think we have access to it right now. But this is how you get your task trophy taken care of, and he sets up shop in other areas in the game once you meet him here.
Yes.
Let me know in the comments below if you skipped him and met him somewhere else, but I believe that you have to start it here just to start the quests, and this is also how you get other potential citizens to join your kingdom for free. Like, you commit a lot of his tasks to be completed, and you can even buy stuff from him to complete his tasks, and by doing that you get to have him scout citizens for your kingdom, and you can get all the citizens that you're looking for. And all you got to do is pretty much talk to them after you accept to scout for them, and pretty much you get them. So I've completed about 100 tasks from him, and that's when the trophy will pop up. So if you take on a task, it'll say your objective is pretty much straightforward. So I can take this one on and I'll be completed right away. Take this one on. I'm gonna do like maybe 5 of them that I know I can for sure complete right away. And in turn, by completing these are actually tasks that other people are requiring that you'll turn around and get citizens from. So by completing each task, you'll get experience points as well as guild and tokens of gratitude, which are the currency that you need to buy stuff from this guy, or stuff you need to actually recruit citizens to your kingdom. So let's see if he has anybody that we can actually get. Scout new citizens. So we can get Young Ming right now for 10, Chai P for 28, Al Chu for 5 for 8, Yukon for 11, and Fitch the Friendly Blacksmith for 5. So you can complete these at any point and get these people, and some of them have qualities that can go directly to certain buildings that you're looking for in your kingdom, and then some can be used for your skirmishes and others can't. So also they come with some pretty cool items too.
Oh, by the way.
So we have to ask the populace for information about Queen Nerea, and pretty much they're gonna talk about their experiences so much as what they've encountered with Nerea and what you should look out for.
Yeah.
We got 1 piece of information, and we're gonna get 2 more pieces of information from the townsfolk. So I recently made a video that I will put in the end screen. I put the most recent video and a video from the series that I'm on the end screen. So I will put God of War, ooh, a trip door, God of War episode 18, I turned that into a funny video game death compilation of I died so many times to one enemy. I was just like, oh my goodness, I'll have so many deaths by the end of this year that I can just put into a game montage of deaths, because I don't think anybody in 2018 has died as much as me on a single game. Somebody needs to call Guinness and let them know what happened, because I think I'm breaking some type of record. The most fails in a single year goes to the Devout Joystick. And they don't need to see my Smash record. My Super Smash Brothers record is probably pitiful. And we're gonna get our last person after we get this trip door right here. This is the creepiest looking eye ever. Looks like a monster. So now we're coming up with a game plan, and we're going to figure out exactly how we're going to get an audience.
No.
Really?
Lofty's up to something.
Huh?
Gosh.
So now we're gonna have to cut this video short, but next video we're going to go over Lofty's plan, because he's up to something, and it's gonna without a doubt get Leander to notice us, and we'll be able to get an audience with Queen Araya. But that's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, leave a comment under this video and let me know exactly what you think is going to happen and what level you're on currently in this game, or have you beat the game, and what did you really like about it. Like, I love to have those type of discussions. Did you expect this game to turn out how it did, or did you think that there was going to be a different twist? But as always, this is the Devout Joystick. My name is Chris, and I will see you guys in the next video.